Well, hello there, and welcome to another long, crazy video on YouTube, which is actually one of the most outrageously awesome videos of all time. Despite what you're seeing here, is a very quiet bird feeding frenzy located somewhere called Chasewater Country Park, which also has a hidden twist plot at some point in this video. There's actually a heritage railway also being built, and that's why I had to put this one up as an actual plot twist. And yes, in this video we can see the fact that there are some ducks, geese and swans, and the person that you're seeing here is of course me. And don't get me wrong here, I am kind of pretty much laughing in this video, but hey, enjoy the video, as always, as per usual. Now, apart from the kids in the background, of course, yes, Chasewater Country Park has got to be one of the most fascinating places that I've actually visited. And it's not just that, but it's actually far by one of the longest journeys that I've actually ever took during 2024. And it's something I actually never had the chance to get to throughout 2023 nor 2022. But hey, I can definitely say to myself, wow, this is something I've actually have achieved so far beyond this point. And yes, guess what's going to happen with the other swan right in front of you. Oh, flippin' hell. That was not necessary for that swan to bite the other one's butt. But hey, let's not go easy here, because it really is the mating season after all. Oh, my crikeys, that was pretty much intimidating, seeing a juvenile swan biting a Canada goose. That wasn't really necessary, but hey, it happens like that with feeding frenzies, you know. Just as if this feeding frenzy was gonna get completely boring, look who has decided to turn up.
Oh, he's really gonna get it. There's a seagull right here. Oh my god, is he gonna get it? Is he gonna get it? Yes, he's got a few. A little bonus. I don't think we've seen that many, but there's one here. Yes, we've got it. Finally. There's only one here. It's not the greatest, but there's only one here.
Oh yes, one of the most interesting birds I've actually found in the reservoir was a black-headed gull. I've seen this species many times before out in my spring walks or spring trips, and it's certainly one bird I don't often see all the time compared to like herring or lesser black-backed gulls. But certainly one of the most commonest out of all of our gull species in the country. However, because of the fact they have to rely on their breeding colonies, there's certainly one bird species you're not likely to encounter during spring.
Oh wow, he's going for a big piece. That's huge. That's amazing.
And now into the Railway Museum of Chasewater that I've actually been taking interest into, and I've videoed most, if not all, of the Railway Museum. And I want especially the audience to basically have their own say about me coming back into becoming a rail fan. and it's something I haven't really touched for about 5 years now. A good solid 5 years is what I've been waiting for. Strangely enough, this is something that I've been waiting just before or after COVID. And bloody hell, times have really changed so far as I'm making the video of late. And yes, this video has just been filmed just after COVID. And yes, this video has been made around 2024 without pretty much reiterating the same phrases, of course. And as you can see in the Chasewater Railway Museum, I can see a very strange version of Percy the small engine. And apparently there's also another Percy who looks like he's actually in operation. But nevertheless, it doesn't look like Percy at all. The only thing coming back into my mind was the Thomas and Friends franchise, and that actually played a very big role on getting into trains. Amazingly, since I have autism, it's very worthy to note that this kind of autism is pretty much shared by people alongside me, but also others alike. It seems like that childhoods like this one will never pretty much die off. And something has also caught my eye. I think one of the most awesome things I've seen is a CD and DVD player on top of an old television. That is so awesome. Something you rarely ever see today. Man, if only if devices were so good, and if they had devices like that today, man, the world will change. But hey, that's pretty much history, isn't it? Man, if only if things were like this, the world will be a whole lot better. I used to remember playing a whole bunch of CDs and DVDs when I was a kid at some old random fashion house thingy I used to stay with my parents, but there you go. It's bringing back memories, isn't it? Just as those locomotives in that museum, hey? Very surprising. I think something caught my eye here is somehow somewhat very interesting to look at, is this piece. It's a very nice image of an old Cadbury boxcar loaded into a truck. That is so nostalgic. I'm going to have to probably turn down the brightness here so that people can see it clearly without the lights from the windows glaring. Looks nostalgic when you see that. Sorry for the glare here. I can't let you show it properly. Yeah, it actually looks very old-fashioned. If you look closely here. Oh, does this bring you back some sentimental memories? I bet it doesn't because I wasn't born in that time. But at the same time, it does look very old. Makes me want to grow wrinkles back then, eh? Wow, that guy looks absolutely creepy. You can see what he's doing here. It's basically mining. So it's basically like Minecraft in real life. You know, a motorcycle outside. Well, I keep on perusing around the whole railway museum, and before I shall talk even further, there's even more stuff I might show you right now. Makes me want to go back in time. There's the rest of the equipment here. Luggages and all. Oh my god, those pictures. Wow, I can't believe it. It really is bringing back memories, although I wasn't born in that time. And there's an old piece of... Is that like a... Oh my god, is this like a minecart from like Minecraft? It actually does look very similar. And tell you what, there's a bit of proof. Coal looks so real. This is real coal and not fake coal. Thumbs up for that one. Well, as you can see, stumbling across through the Railway Museum, I can see a steam locomotive donations money box, which is very much interesting considering that it's actually very useful to put back together any steam locomotive that would have been saved from scrap. Pretty much certainly something out of a Thomas and Friends reference. And speaking about that, I can see a very strange model of Emily.
What's he going there? Tell him to stop. Stop, go on, shout, stop. Go. on then, Wales. No, don't give me no. You can walk. You're a big boy now. Well, let's go and see what else is outside, shall we? Spin in and out. Showing off what you can do. Joined up right in there. Come on. No, you can't go up there because it says no admittance.
Anyone in the good old days had one of these? Or just a huge collection of those? I tell you what, in my age I haven't had one of those. Oh my god, that's a nice piece of track. And there's a very old signal. It's what you call them, like semaphore signals. I think if they were like that, I'd say they're broken. And there's the rest of the events here. That is somehow interesting for 2024 as I'm making this video here. Oh, I love Hornby stuff. Love Hornby stock and stuff. It's quite cool, isn't it? And there's the other side here. Different locomotive nameplates. And oh my god, on the top is Meccano. That is awesome. That's something I've never grown up as a kid. He loves looking at toys, and there's a huge selection of Meccano trains and planes, and oh, it's just like a breakdown crane. My crikeys, I think I've totally gone completely overboard over my childhood looking at trains and stuff. I'll tell you what, I used to be a rail fan back then, but this is something I could really love and enjoy to purchase. Oh yes, something that is quite interesting. It's a nice something you can put up on your mantelpiece in your wall, isn't it? That's cool. And there's a nice little illustration of the maps here. And there's a very impressive piece of information about toy trains, and there's a lovely little map. And luckily enough, if those toy trains were at my house, my crikeys, I'd be gone forever and burn my money. But on the flip side on that, oh wow, there's Stephenson's rocket here. Lovely, awesome pictures of trains. And what's that? Is that a realistic Percy? I'm thinking it is. And that's the rest of the whole history behind the country where I live. Oh my god. Something you can put up, once I say it again, you can put it up into your mantelpiece. Put them in the wall and stuff and be quite sentimental about it. I actually really enjoy this museum, you know. You can definitely pause the video and probably, you know, read all of this all. I'm a bit too lazy at reading, but hey, not at the same time. Sorry for the glare here. Something to impress the rail fans. And right over here is a huge stash of different signs here. This is something that's taken me for ages. Oh my god. That's not what I thought he was. This guy here. I thought he was the Reverend Wilbert Audrey. And that there's a huge selection of different nameplates for locomotives. Boy, does that make me really want to go back in time. I wish I could, but sadly we can't. But hey, legends like this. Yeah, there's one saying I could definitely say here: classics will never die. And I think everyone can pretty much agree on what I'm saying here. That is a lot of nostalgia. I think the only odd one out here is possibly this fan thing. I have no idea. Is that like a dehumidifier or air conditioner? But oh my god, I can see how things used to look so good back then. That is amazingly old. Completely awesome, as I can really describe it. And as I'm being inundated by just a huge bubble of nostalgia, this is really awesome. Something you rarely ever see on several books. This is amazing. I can't believe it. Only if I had a huge collection of train stuff when I was a kid. Man. It's very difficult to say, but this is amazing. Oh crikeys, I can't believe there's some like old vehicles and stuff that I could pretty much purchase, die-cast ones. But there's some more nameplates for wagons. And that there's a huge selection of things that, once again, it's something from a bygone era that nobody would probably tell. Like, people would probably say, what the hell are you on about? But this is fairly awesome. Something, once again, I could probably say this, put it on your wall and That's it. Some people coming in here, but... Oh, look, a little dog. Tell you what, the whole video is going to impress a whole bunch of whale fans. I mean, look at this. Something you rarely ever see today when toys used to look so good. And there's some fantastic books here. I might have a good film on these. Oh my god, I have to say, these things are just absolutely awesome. I feel like I could just purchase the whole stock and probably get away with it. This is amazing. This could be heaven. Jeez, I didn't notice there's a London bus here. That is interesting. I never noticed they've got all kinds of old stuff, not just trains. And here is a huge myriad. There's a nice radiator here. It's not that new or old in general. This is amazing. And there's what I call like old signal stuff, signal technology. That is just completely and utterly awesome here. Something I've never ever seen before in my lifetime. If only if I could go back in time, man, the world will be a very totally different place, just like today. And some more stuff here. There's more pictures of trains and all. I'm just being very careful here as I'm filming here. My goodness. That is amazing. I could tell you what, this place has really made my day. This is actually amazing. It's quite a small railway museum with a lot of heritage vibes wrapped around all over it. It's certainly one of the best places I have visited so far in 2024. Oh yes, the heavens opened. I finally found a steam train. Thank God I've encountered it 5 years later. After I've decided to abandon my enthusiasm of becoming a rail fan, look what's coming back. Here it is. I wonder who's pulling the passenger train today. That's a nice whistle. Here it comes. I'm going to zoom in the camera here. I won't speak that much, I promise. Well, what you just saw was a real-life Percy. That was amazing. I think Percy had his days running the mail and now he's taking his duty on taking passengers. That's great. I'm gonna go closer to it because it's so eye-catching to watch. Something I rarely ever see today. I think if I get relatively close, I can definitely see what's going on. Looks like Percy's having a nice drink here. I think it's Percy because I can just see the number 6. I think I just saw it. And there's the rest of the whole coaches here. I can see the diesel shunters here. This is amazing. It's a great railway museum here, plus heritage railway. Such a nice double whammy bundle. Oh, that's weird. Looks like someone's cat has decided to pop up out of the railway station. It's probably looking at for rats and mice outside in this railway station here. But that's the rest of this whole video. It looks like Percy's getting a very nice water tower treatment. And it looks like he's getting a bit of fittings. Not unlike, he's not in fits or anything. He's basically getting some checkups and stuff. There's a very nice signpost. It's actually catching my eye. There you go, there's the back side of Percy here. He's getting a nice drink, obviously. And that's the rest of the whole rolling stock. Just so nice to watch. Looks like the water tower operation is done. And it looks like, whoa! Percy's gonna go back to his train. I think one side of it looks like Percy, but on the other side it looks like Bill and Ben. Please tell me which engine it is. Do you think it's Percy or is it Bill and Ben? Let me know. Oh, it looks like the kids are gonna have a look inside the firebox and stuff. Looks like the kid's actually going inside of Percy here. So nice they're going to the driver's cabin. Didn't want to show too much, but looks like I've got more passengers for Percy to pick up. In they go. It looks like Percy is about to go. After 3 minutes of waiting, he's about to leave the station. And it looks like he has seen everything. Well, after 3 minutes, Percy's about to leave. He has seen everything. Bye.
Bye, Robert. Come back safe. Come back soon.
Goodbye, Percy. We'll see you in another video's time. Maybe. It looks all puffed up. Look at all that black smoke. Oh yeah, so it's very windy today, but I've came to the spot. This is Holland Park in Brownhills, and look how many deer there are. I can see there's 3 here, 5, I can see them at the distance here. It looks like some of them are going. Not sure if they're fawns or Bambi fawns. Sorry, my camera has decided to jump cut here, but I can see there's 1, 2, I think there's about 5 here, or 6. There's a few grazing here. Oh my god, look how many red deer there are. there's so many red deer around this park here. There's about 15 red deer around this park. If I go a little bit closer, unfortunately, I might probably disturb them. But here they are, there's about... Oh, I think off they go. Getting a little closer here, but I won't go as very close as I initially thought I would be. There goes a huge herd of them. And it looks like they're going to the other side. Oh, I have to probably zoom out. I'm not sure how close I can get to because the tablet aspect ratio isn't really that great. And it's raining. It's absolutely wet outside today, hey? But I am so glad I've just spotted about 15 red deer. Most of these are females. I can't tell which one of these are male because I think they would have stopped rutting at that time. And so nice that we've got a few of them. And they're all looking at me. I think they're all stunned just to see what the hell was going on here. There's a huge herd of them here. I mean, look at that. This is fantastic. Oh, off one of them goes. This is really cool. And away they go. Just a nice train full of deer here. Look at them go. That's amazing. I think they're all going to the woods now. Look at all the deer here, one by one, they're all just going. Not sure if I could probably get any closer, but I won't disturb them. I think they're going to the woods. I think they're just eyeing on us, and it looks like they're just browsing on trees with a little magpie. It's very interesting somehow. I've never got a little bit close. I'm keeping my distance. Nearly I was going to do a deer pun, like I'm going to keep my distance. Because there's a lot of deer, about 15 red deer here. That's amazing. About 15 red deer in this park here, and it's so amazing. I can't believe how astonished I am now. There's a lot of them. I think they're going to go into the trees now. And here they are. I won't go too close because obviously I need to give them a bit of space. Just like as I always do in public places. Oh, better view to see them. How fantastic to see. Just the whole herd here. Whoa, looks like they're all going now. This is fantastic watching them going, look at that. That's the rest of the whole herd. I think we've got some more coming here. It's like a little stampede. I think they're all going now. Well, I hope you really enjoyed in this so beyond far long video on YouTube. Please give this video a like if you really enjoyed this whole video. Subscribe for more Flip Flap videos in the future. And as always, there's actually quite a few here. Oh my god. And goodbye for now.